if I want to do a satin stitch around my heart along a raw edge, we're going to start with stitch number 4, and instead of foot J, switch over to foot letter N that has a nice cutout underneath. Here, I'll show you. So it allows for satin stitches to really form out the back side. Some of your decorative stitches that are really heavy are going to call for this foot, but the machine doesn't know that you're going to manipulate this particular zigzag stitch to be so close together. So it's just going to ask for the regular foot J instead. So take the settings as they start. What we're going to do is we're going to reduce the stitch length. So while I'm sewing, I'm going to come up here and minus it. It's going to start at 1.4, and I'm going to just keep touching it. We're going to go below 1, so 0.9, 0.8. What I'm watching for is that the stitches get so close together that they begin to be a satin stitch. Now I want them to be close enough that they don't pile up. So I'm really seeing where that break point is, and it's always based on how thick your thread is. So depending on, if you have a much thinner thread, you'll be a little bit less. But as long as you're going forward, I think this is where, oh, it's trying. That's 0.2. We'll take a look and see which setting we actually like the best here. And then we can move over to our heart. So you can actually get this. See how so many people stop like right about here and they're like, oh, that's fine. I'm like, oh, but it could be so much prettier. So come on down here and really get a nice closed up zigzag. Now you could set and change the width if you want and make the width actually change and get it all right where you want it to be. So if we can adjust the width, we can just go ahead and make it wider. We go all the way up to 7. And of course, if we go down, here, I'll just run it down. We get a nice taper down to a straight stitch. All right, so you can find what setting is going to look best. So when we come over here, we want the majority of the satin stitch to be on the fabric with just the little jump of the needle coming off the edge of the fabric. So let's set it for 3.5 for the stitch width. Yes, that's going to look good. Yep. And then I've got a 0.3. Now I've changed from just 2 layers of fabric to now fabric and batting. So that could make a little difference since I did not test on the actual layers that that the final stitching will be on. So I always try to plan on a little test area, but I will show you what this is going to look like. It'll really look pretty here. A little practice will get you the perfect satin stitch around any shape you want to applique. Now here's a quick question for you. Since we use this applique shape in the blanket stitch video, of these 2 edges, the satin stitch one is going to look the best, the longest, because there's no raw edge. That raw edge is completely covered. And technically, this raw edge, it could come up after a few washings and start to look a little frayed out here. So keep in mind how this item is going to be used if you're going to just do a raw edge fuse down, or and how the stitching is going to be placed.